Hello and welcome everyone to a great game here between the Phoenix King as the Asur going up against the Sons of Sigmar and Vicious Kebab. So what a great name here, Vicious Kebab, I absolutely love it. But in the front line for him today, we are going to be mixing 4 units of the Greatsword Infantry, armor piercing, heavily armored and anti-infantry, very strong indeed, backed up here by 4 units of the Naked Spearmen. In the middle here, we are going to have a Bright Wizard on foot, here with the Burning Head, Fireball, and Kindle Flame. And in the back here, we are going to have Outriders, here mixing in with the Double Reiksguard, and also a unit of Outrider Grenade Launchers here in the middle. But Reiksguard, what a great unit indeed here for the Empire, 62 charge bonus, 120 armor, as well as those bronze shields, making them rather tanky indeed. Big fan of Reiksguard personally. But one on either flank there, and in the middle here, of course, for the Lord Choice, we are going to have Volkmar the Grim, the man, the myth, the legend here with the Grand Soulfire, the Grand Shield of Faith, the Grand Hammer of Sigmar, Banishment, and the Jade Griffin. So yeah, pretty nice here for him. Fire damage as well, which will really partner nicely here with Kindle Flame and the Bright Wizard. And yeah, it should be pretty fun here. Outrider Grenade Launchers can really delete all mid-tier infantry with light armor, and they can do some exceptional work around the battlefield. 100 range, and Outriders as well, 130 range. Great armor piercing here on the right-hand flank. Very, very good stuff indeed. So for the Assault here and the Phoenix King, we are going to be having Ariel Radiant. So yes, we are going to have Larry here in the sky, here with the Star of Avalon, Arcane Conduit, the Shield of Thorns, Earthblood, Fast Protection with the Shield of Sapphire, and Life Bloom. Double of the Shadow Warriors in the front here for the Stalk and Missile kind of poke here. So they are very good poke and stroke. They are going to have firewalls moving, Vanguard deployment, and yeah, all the good stuff with the 180 range. In the front, we are going to have the Mage of Fire here on the horseback, and the mages here from the Assault are just so goddamn gorgeous. Every single one has its own individual design, but just Fireball here for the Mage. We only have Arcane Conduit and a bucket load of spells here coming in from an Ariel, so I don't know if that's quite enough mana reserves here for like 4 or 5 spells, but we'll have to see here. We'll have to see as it goes on. So double Dragon Princess in the back, of course, very strong as well here on either side. Fire resistance, physical resistance, 110 armor, you name it, with 80 charge bonus, exceptionally strong. Double Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers, certainly want to see those shooting here up against the ranged tools, or maybe even here going up against some of those Reiksguard. Triple of the Spearman in the middle. I don't know if the front line is enough here to protect 4 units of range. We do have the double Dragon Princes, and we do have, of course, a big juicy Star Dragon. Now, this beautiful model here in the middle is absolutely amazing. These breath attacks are very good up against large targets, cause major fire damage as well. And what's really painful to see yet again is we are going to have a Firecaster actually doing an overcast fireball, doing some damage there. No Kindle Flame. It's so nice there to partner upside the Star Dragon, which actually has fire attack at its melee as well. And a 580 weapon strength. So this thing can absolutely thump. So Volkmar the Grim is going to have to be exceptionally careful, because this thing doesn't do magic damage. So it's really going to punch through all its resistances. Followed with the final strike here, is going to go through some of the Spearmen, and there we go, big 360 no-scope on the Bright Wizard. That's going to bring quite a bit of health down there for him. So he's going to lose about 20% of his HP there from one Fireball, but the Fire Mage kind of takes that in return as well, and being that there we are going to be on a horse. Yeah, I don't know. It's about even. It's about even trade there. But bolts coming over the top. Looks like here we are going to be shooting into the Reiksguard, catching a few of the Spearmen, but coming forward here are going to be the Outriders and the Grenade Launchers. Fire going in the fun through the trees here, up against the Shadow Warriors. Shadow Warriors are going to be key targets here, taking down the Outriders. These bad boys, only 30 armor. Shadow Warriors, of course, do not have too much armor piercing, so perfect targets for them. In the middle here, we are seeing the Outrider Grenade Launchers down to 29 models. Lost quite a bit of HP here. Some fire coming in from the Shadow Warriors. And should be interesting to see what Alariel can do. Fireball coming down here. But of course, we are going to be losing all the Earthbloods, the fast protection that can come in here from Alariel. So we've got to be careful. Fireball yet again coming up against the Bright Wizard. Looks like it is going to be a snipe attempt here going on the Bright Wizard from the Empire. But he's on foot, so it can be quite difficult to hit. Now, a bit of a problem here on the right-hand side of the battlefield. We are going to see Dragon Princes getting shot down here by heavily armor-piercing Outriders. Now, what you can see here in the middle, you can see this little section right here kind of crossing over each other, kind of causing a bit of a blockade. And looks like these ones are shooting. There's a couple of these ones here kind of blocking each other. So you've got to be careful of that sometimes, and just make sure you're not blocking each other when it comes to that big fire. But look at the damage coming out here against the Dragon Princes, down by 5 models already. So anyone to get an Earthblood on here early days, this thing is going to be falling down pretty quickly. Bolt throws coming over the top, firing here. Looks like we are going to hit the tree. The Reiksguard are going to get away with it, but actually targeting up against Volkmar the Grim wouldn't be too bad either. A breath attack here from the Star Dragon could be quite tasty. Very good up against large models. in the middle of those. So we are going to charge down here up against the Great Swords, fighting and trying to see if we can help with the Spearmen. Great Sword should absolutely punch through. That Terror is going to be so nice there in the middle to remove that nice, cheap, cheerful chaff. But in the middle here, so we are going to be fighting Great Swords again up against Spearmen, and then come through the Empire Spearmen to charge down up against the Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers. This is when I said there's just not enough front line here to protect the backline range of the assault. We can see here both units of the Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers have been compromised. Absolutely no damage. 9 kills there and 14 from the other. So 25 kills in total for 1,400 gold. Yeah, it really depends. It really depends, but it doesn't look like it's going to be too great here so far. Shadow Warriors are going to be counting backwards. 60 models here and 59 for the rest. And we are going to be shooting here into the Great Swords, but we don't have too much AP. We can certainly damage 95 armor, but it's going to take a while. Outrider grenade launchers can fire whilst moving. They're going to be shooting in the front, deleting a lot of the troops here that are kiting away. And now we are going to have the Outriders pretty much just chasing here up against the Star Dragon. 80 armor is not going to help against this bucketload of armor piercing. Burning Head through the front as well is going to delete up against the Spearmen. That's going to allow the Great Swords here to push through and do all the good work here. In the middle, we are going to have Spearmen and also Bright Guard over on the right-hand side, beating up against the Dragon Princes. So we are going to charge down, trying to see if we get a snipe attempt here on the Bright Wizard. He takes no damage, he gets knocked over. So that melee defense is going to hold true at 30 there. Unfortunately, the Dragon not going to be able to quite finish him off. Spearmen looks like they are going to get the rear charge here on the Dragon Princes as they fight up against Right Guard. It looks like here Dragon Princes did get maybe a good juicy charge there. They also don't have a bucketload of armor piercing themselves. Either side are going to struggle there. But there should be a good fight. But Spearmen coming in behind these are anti-large. I think about 6 to 7 armor piercing per model. They should do some nice work here up against the Dragon Princes. In the back, still kiting here up against Great Swords. It's going to be value for value, like for like there. And in the back here, we are going to have Volkmar the Grim cycle charging all the way through these Shadow Warriors. And it's a bit of a shame there in the back. In the middle here, Dragon Princes are going to get shut down by the double Spearmen. Nice work here coming in from Vicious Kebab. Rice Guard as well doing the good work here on this elite cavalry. But in the back here, we have lost the last of the Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers. But the Dragon here is going to be fighting up against the second unit of Dragon Princes. Now, if we get a Star of Avalon in here, this could be very nice indeed. We still have a good number of 17 models here. So we are going to get an Earthblood. That's going to be a very juicy heal. Actually, I wouldn't even mind seeing or risking the Overcast there. The Overcast might have been quite nice to get all of this healing quite nicely. In the middle, Outrider's still going to be shooting. There's nothing here to pressure the Outrider and the Outrider grenade launchers. These things are going to be able to roam the battlefield pretty free here. And with 90 speed, they're certainly devils indeed. Spearmen, looks like they are going to be charging away, so they want nothing to do with Volkmar the Grim. He'll cycle charge all over the face here of the Assur Spearmen. And in the back here, we are actually going to be breaking the Outrider grenade launchers. Looks like here the Shadow Warriors do come in true. They fire here and break down the nice lightly armoured cavalry. Great Swords do give up on the chase. And it looks like here in the middle, we are going to be getting away here with Larry. She's going to get away. Star Dragon in the middle, the fast protection has been activated, giving it 74 melee defense and 110 armor. Super strong here in the middle, especially when you have Terror as well. This bad boy's going to be doing the business. Over here on the side, we do see that the Bright Wizard is down to 711 on the HP pool. Looks like we're not going to take the snipe net there with L'Ariel, but she's going to cycle charge here up against the Great Swords. Burning Head misses here as well up against the Shadow Warriors. And a couple of units in the back here are going to be wavering. 3 Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower crew, 8 units of Dragon Princess, and some Spearmen ready to come back into the battle. Here in the middle, looks like we are going to be kind of kiting away yet again with the Shadow Warriors, but there's not too many places you can kite here. Fireball coming downtown. Fireball actually hits the back of the right guard there. I believe actually killing a model as well. Yeah, there's going to be a model there on the floor. Poor little boy there, unfortunately, has fallen, but you know, he can be venged here if we can get onto Larry. I just know that's going to be the case. Dragon Princes are going to take the fall here for the lady, and Larry is going to be seen here another day. Dragon is going to fall down here on top of the Great Swords, and the Star Dragon can do some lovely, great big damage here. That 580 weapon strength can really be used in a good splash damage aura to just get through all of these Great Swords and cause terror. No immune psychology here for any of the state troops. But it's like here, we are going to get a resurgence of some Spearmen. Also, we're going to do a bit of scoot and shoot here for the Outriders. They can fire whilst moving, I believe. But it can be pretty difficult there, of course. In the middle, we certainly want to put some good pressure here on the Star Dragon, but shooting over here up against the grenade launchers. Grenade launchers do finish off and break the Spearmen, and here we go. So we do get a Star of Avalon. That's going to be healing here with the L'Ariel, the Star Dragon, but that's going to be it. There's going to be no Dragon Princess in here. Unfortunately, 5 models left. Maybe an Earthblood could be quite nice here to get these juicy models back up and going again, but it's like for the most part, they might be able to get a charge on the Outriders. Outriders are missing, and so we are going to get a move away there. Okay. So in the middle, we are going to get 2 units of the Outriders shooting here into the pocket of Larry and the Star Dragon. No healing camps so far, and you can see a bucket load of spearmen here and great swords just going to be collecting, staying nice and close to each other, so you can wait for one big nice fight. Now, one thing here, the Bright Wizard is a little bit on his own. He certainly could have got sniped there by L'Oreal and the Star Dragon, but we have to be careful. Lots of ammunition here coming in from the Outriders. And there's probably enough ammunition there to cause some big trouble on L'Oreal. We take care of L'Oreal. I don't even think we shoot the Dragon at this point. If you shoot L'Oreal, she's going to be in some big problems. That means no healing for the Star Dragon, and the Star Dragon can just get pulled down here by great swords and spearmen. So, for the assault, we see some spearmen returning. We have some of the Dragon Princes pushing off here up against the Outrider grenade launchers. So we have a return some of the right scarf there in the left-hand trees. And we have some Shadow Warriors coming in for a bit of scoot and shoot. But over here, Volkmar the Grim. It looks like he's going to be finding himself between a rock and a hard place. It looks like he's going to be going up against Larry and a big Star Dragon. This boy can thump and thump hard. The Grand Shield of Faith is going to be activated, but look at the damage coming out from these two. Larry and the Star Dragon certainly are no joke in combat. Now, I hope he doesn't fly here. Most of these, if they have too much, they'll actually fly. It looks like he is going to be able to engage there. So he's going to engage and do some nice damage here. It looks like here Volkmar the Grim is trying to get away. He's going to be down to 3,500 HP. He is going to be regenerating there with the beautiful ability of the Jade Griffin. But it looks like here Larry and the Star Dragon are in chase. They are preventing him from getting away. And Larry here, without her ability, she doesn't do magic damage, I believe. Yeah, so no magic resistance here for Volkmar. I think he pays for about 40%. In the middle, Shadow Warrior is going to be fighting here up against Spearmen. And look here in the back, we are going to have Outriders shooting into the pocket here, trying to see if we can destroy up against the Star Dragon. Balance of power here is going to be in the Empire Fair. Fireball coming down as well. Fireball does hit L'Oreal. So we are going to get the Grand Soul far in the middle, but unfortunately the infantry is just not going to be quick enough here to protect Volkmar. Volkmar is trapped. He's getting bullied, and he is going to fall here under the pressure. The Star Dragon is getting away. Can L'Oreal finish this? L'Oreal has to finish this to really help out. Looks like it is going to be a breath attack. Oh, juicy stuff here up against the great swords and the spearmen. It looks like here Volkmar is going to be wheeling and dealing away. But for how long, though, is the question. Looks like here we are going to get the Grand Hammer of Sigmar. Shield of Thorns activated as well. Physical resistance as well as extra base weapon damage here. It's going to bring out 624 here for the Star Dragon. Lovely stuff indeed. Can he finish off Volkmar is the question. And so we are going to get another Star of Avalon. We do finish off Volkmar as we immediately break there with the Star Dragon. Fairs protection. Earthblood as well here for the Star Dragon. L'Oreal is literally going to be the last unit in here holding with a unit of Spearmen. Spearmen are going to be wavering 24 models. So here they are going to be at 14 leadership. I don't think they're going to hold forever, but it looks like here the Reichsguard actually get terrified as the Dragon is getting pushed away. It's a little bit overpowered there with Terra, but it looks like here we are going to get the return. So Shadow Warriors are going to come back. They should be able to get back in here and fight alongside L'Oreal the Radiant. She also has Fear, so that can be quite handy here. -8 leadership is really handy up against these very, very cheap state troops. And we are going to charge back in here with the Star Dragon. Star Dragon can certainly come in and do some good work here up against this bucket load of spearmen. And that's going to be the main thing left here coming in for the Empire. We do have some Outriders. 3 lots of ammunition left could finish off the day. I don't think they want to put in too many spearmen. They want to use this ammunition and see if they can finish off L'Oreal would probably be my choice. She's at healing cap. The Star Dragon certainly has a lot more healing to go. And I think taking down the Star Dragon is important with the Terror, but you also want to remove all of the healing that can come in for the big dragon. Breath attack goes through the line there of the Outriders. Outriders still at 21 leadership. They're going to be holding, but there is all the ammunition. And we can see here the Star Dragon is going to be at 1,300 HP. He is going to fight in. We do get a charge in here with the Outriders. Spearmen in as well. We are going to get another charge from the second unit of Outriders. It looks like L'Oreal is going to be holding strong. Arcing Conduit activated. Star Dragon 1,250. He's getting pretty close here in the middle. We can see Outriders, Spearmen holding pretty true here. These Spearmen are pretty healthy. 76 models, 4,600 HP. And let's look at 11 minutes into the game so far. More Spearmen, more Great Swords trickling in. Now, you don't want to see these breaking next to each other because they are going to give negatives. You can see friends routing, -12. And the more route, then more negatives you're going to get here. So that's why just having one there that can terrify can spawn this massive amount of routing here in from the Empire. We can see L'Oreal on the Radiant. She's going to charge away here, try to see if we can chase off maybe the Outriders. And the Star Dragon is going to be in, causing some terror here alongside the Shadow Warriors. That's going to be one breaking. That's going to affect the second, and that's going to have a nice chain reaction on the third. And that there looks like it could be army losses, and GG's well played perhaps. It looks like Balance of Power is saying it is going to be slightly in higher favour, but it looks like the Empire have some way back into this. But no, it looks like it's going to be a pull from the Empire player. GG's well played. What a finish here between both of these, and that Star Dragon certainly came in huge. Now, for the Phoenix King here, really well played with Ilaria the Radiant and the nice combination of the Star Dragon. I think for the rest of the build, I was a bit surprised. I think there's just not enough front line here to protect the Eagle Claw bolt throwers. I think that was certainly 1,400 gold down the drain, but we'll come to that in a minute. So we can see Volkmar the Grim, 522 here for him. So he got shut down very nicely there. He was kind of having to push up against the kiting force of the Shadow Warriors. Here in the middle we have Spearman coming at 640, 677, 1,400 and 670. So very nice indeed. You can see how healthy these are as well. Super healthy here for Vicious Kebab. 433, 601, 340, and 530 for the Great Swords, with the double Rights Guard here coming in at 750 and 1,200. So yeah, big stuff there coming in for the Rights Guard. 2,000 and 2,200 here for the Outriders, extremely good. 4,200 damage there for the Outriders, extremely strong, with 924 there for the Outrider grenade launchers. So a really nice build here coming for Vicious. Bit surprised with the 4 units of Great Swords, but maybe we're expecting maybe some more units here of the Rangers, maybe a more infantry heavy force here coming in for the High Elves. But unfortunately here, the 4 Great Swords didn't really have too much to chew through. They got through the Spearmen pretty quickly, but I think they're at, you know, maybe some Swordsmen could have done quite nicely here. But still, I really like the force. Quadruple of the Great Swords is certainly very strong indeed. So 1,400 for Larry and the Phoenix King, with 1,040 there for the Fire Mage. Some good fireballs early days. 28, as well as 180 and 155 there for the Spearmen. 1,100 and 1,300 for the Shadow Warriors, with 620 and 1,250 for the Dragon Princes. 3,061 for 194 kills here for the Star Dragon. An excellent performance indeed. Great breath attacks as well, with 220 and 230 for the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. I think you probably needed a few more Spearmen here. I think the Fire Mage also, I mean, it looks like there was enough mana here left for Alariel towards the end, but I would have liked to see more Earthbloods and more Overcast Earthbloods, you know, risking it as well for the Big Biscuit to hopefully see if you can heal some more Dragon Princes, etc. The Fireball and the Fire Mage did get 1,039 damage value, so it's hard to say would extra Spearmen would have helped here. Probably not. To be quite honest, probably definitely wouldn't have helped, because with the Great Swords here, they would have been comfortably countered. But I just don't know if there's enough to justify 2 Bolt Throwers. Yeah, interesting discussion point there. It'd be interesting to know what you guys think in the comments. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please smash that like button. It really helps here on the channel. Feel free to leave a comment, as I just said. And if you haven't already, do feel free to subscribe. We've just hit that 1,000. We're growing here. We've got Warhammer 3 content coming around the corner, thanks to being part of CA and the early access. So hopefully I get all of that good multiplayer, juicy stuff there for you in the future. And also check out the description, where you can find my other social media platforms, including Twitch. And also you can find that Discord. So other than that, I've been your boy Logic. Take care of yourself during these times, and I'll see you all very, very soon.